in the river rose 35 feet and flooded all this and drowned all his cows. No one in the years of developing the pasture had told him that the river had that potential to rise above its banks. He was never here in the rainy season. He always came in the winter, dry season, where he could work his equipment and enjoy the weather and be away from cold in the north. And if you don't ask, people aren't willing to volunteer information. But that's how this place got designated as a protected area. Once the developer lost his investment, he said never again. And during the years of clearing the 40 acres, he started keeping a checklist of the birds and noting the national animal, the tapir and the armadillo and the cougar and the jaguar that used this forest for its habitat and its range. And he decided the best use of his land was to leave it natural, because the foreign owners on this side cleared several thousand acres for citrus. Same thing, the family from Ohio on this side cleared 2,000 acres and planted citrus. So all along this river valley, where the Maya people 2,000 years ago grew cacao, the chocolate bean, to trade down at the coast, all of that's being converted to other uses. So this owner, Josh Brown, decided to leave it natural. And then when we met in the late 80s, he said, I need a guy like you to manage my land. And I said, I need a piece of land to start an environmental education center. So we shook hands, and we've had that kind of agreement going on for the last 20 years. Monkey Bay has achieved recognition by the government as the country's first private protected area. There are several others now. And we manage it as if we were trying to protect habitat for wildlife. So that means no burning, no cutting, no hunting, no mining. And we've even had a few skirmishes with gravel miners that like to use the road to extract gravel to sell to the market in Belize City. We're users of gravel as well, so we have to come to some understanding of there's a demand for the resource, but there's ways of extracting it that don't impact the environment too severely. So we're doing a balancing act here. And as foreigners, telling Belizeans what we're doing is one thing, but telling them what they ought to be doing is a completely other. So all we're here to do is to create an example of how you can be a landowner, keep it natural, and still earn an income. And our tourists, as many people perceive, are student groups that come from universities and high schools abroad to come to a place like Belize where it's safe and where they have a language that they can speak and understand and meet a lot of different people and study natural history or do community service. So that's what we're providing here, is a place for students like that to come. We just came off the highway from Belize City. In another 20 miles, you meet the capital of Belmopan, right in the middle of the country. And 1 mile from here is the Saboon River. So we're going to have a chance to explore the campus. And after lunch, we'll head down to the river and enjoy some time swimming and canoeing. And again, we want to be back on the bus at 4 o'clock, ready to return to Belize City. That leaves us about a half an hour of mess around time. If we're late on the bus or if we have a flat tire, we won't be pressured.
And that's 4 o'clock local time,
4 o'clock local time, 5 o'clock Miami time, ship time.
Right.
So if you're synchronizing your watches,
Just tell us where
okay?
it is.